Okay, thanks for joining the last session today for the Emerging Companies Summit. Of course, continue tomorrow. I'd like to introduce to you today Dr. Michal Okoniewski, and he will be talking about Acceleware. And so at this time, I'd like to pass it over and for another great presentation. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon. I'm delighted to be here. What we do is quite different from soft kinetics that you saw before, very much different. I hope that you will see what's the value proposition that we have here. We are a public company, so we have to obey by certain laws, so this is safe harbor here. Now, with that out of the way, let me tell you what we do. We sell speed, and we accelerate existing applications, and we utilize the fantastic technology that NVIDIA guys are doing to actually accelerate some of the most important computational problems in the world. We are located in Calgary, Canada, very close to Rocky Mountains. We all like to ski. That's why we spend winters there. We founded the company officially in 2004. That actually was after a good few years of research internally at the university and other places. And what a change we've seen over the last 6 years since 2004. When we started the company and had the first product in 2004 in the fall, and we're approaching our customers, and that at those days, these were big cell phone companies. And we're telling them that we're planning to make their computations go 10 times faster. They were just laughing and showing us the door. And when we told them that we'll actually do this using graphics card and gamers card, they were again laughing and showing us the door right away. Well, since then, 6 years passed. And now ubiquitous, those graphics cards became ubiquitous. Everybody understands how powerful those things are. Everybody knows and would like to use one in their acceleration and their computations. We have these days in Acceleware about 35 people on staff. And in 2008, we made about $4 million in revenue, a little less than that. For the first 2 quarters of 2009, we've made $2.2 million in revenue. This slide I wanted to show you because that illustrates the adoption of our technology by corporate customers. So right in 2005 and in 2006 and 2007, you could see a quite rapid growth in adoption by corporate customers. That slowed down in 2008, and I'm sure that everybody knows what happened in 2008. This is a list of our customers. As you would recognize, this is a Fortune 500 list of customers that we have. We grouped those customers in little groups. So in the top left corner here, what you see is 8 out of 10 the biggest cell phone manufacturers. All those guys are using our technology now to design their cell phones. But let me just focus on one of them, the biggest cell phone customer for us, Motorola. We've done about $1 million business with them. And what is really interesting with Motorola is that it changed the way they do business. Before we were able to accelerate the applications for them, they were using electromagnetic simulations basically to verify their design. With what we have provided for them, which is about 100 times faster run of those things, instead of just verifying, they now use this to design their systems. So it's quite a shift in work and how they actually design new cell phones. And similar things happened with other customers. Well, what's characteristic to all those cell phone guys is that basically they all have antennas. And our first bread and butter market was about antennas and electromagnetic simulations. But cell phones are not the only devices that actually utilize antennas. So you can also see customers that have planes with antennas and other defense areas. But what is interesting these days, automotive customers like AGC, that's a huge manufacturer of glass. And you might have noticed then your cars these days have antennas embedded in the glass, in the windshield. So those guys also run very sophisticated simulations to see how those antennas in cars will interact with passenger, and those guys are our direct customers, and we're doing good business with them. Switching gears on you a little bit, and again expanding on the type of customers that stem out of our electromagnetic business, we have also sales to France Telecom and other national large telecommunication corporations that verify all the time the safety of RF devices and things like that. And this safety leads us maybe to a next group of customers that you have in the right corner. These are basically bio-related companies, and we have Medtronics here and Lilly. Those guys use our products to design next generation of their pharmaceuticals. And the way that works is they use very, very advanced CT scanners, small CT scanners, to scan rats and other small animals. And they used to work in the following way. They used to do a lot of scans on Monday of those animals, and then those animals would have been processed for the rest of the week. So basically, their scanners, very expensive devices, were sitting doing nothing. And that was because to generate each image from those micro scanners of very, very good, very dense resolution, we're taking 2 to 3 hours to actually produce an image. With our technology, that has been cut to 10 minutes. So of course, they now can do a lot more scanners, and their scanners are not sitting and not doing anything. That leads to yet another customer that was Kodak, and I'll talk about Kodak a little bit more. That's in imaging chips for your cameras. And that, in the end, again, gets us into a new market that we are in right now, which is oil and gas, where we have customers such as Exxon and Saudi Aramco, for which we're porting some of their code. Now, I'd like to finish this slide with an unusual customer for us, and that's General Mills. As you know, these guys are dealing with food. And what they use our electromagnetic software for